Hi, everybody. I'm Keith Schaefer, editor at investingwhisperer.com. With me today is Bharat Parashar, CEO of Ceylon Graphite. So this stock came to my attention because there are very few, if any, publicly traded graphite producers in North America, listed in North America. And so Bharat's company came to my attention because they have incredibly high purity graphite, a unique geology in the world, and the market is truly desperate for some high quality production outside of China. So I'm going to ask a little bit today from Bharat about his production plans, because they are going to be in production in very short order, like within weeks. And they're getting ready for their setting up their infrastructure to market their product to the rest of the world. So Bharat, thank you for joining me today.
Good to be here.
So maybe, Brett, the best way to start here is, again, most of the people who are watching today saw the presentation last week and have a rough idea on the company, but maybe you want to get into a little bit more detail about how you see production developing here at the mine over the next 6 to 10 weeks.
Well, let me step back and give you a little more, Keith.
Sure.
Let me talk a little bit about what we are planning to do over the next couple of weeks, and that'll give you an idea of how things are going. So, as you rightly say, we are about to get into production at our K1 mine, and I'm hoping to be able to pull that screen in front of everybody in a short while. What it will mean really is that we have got all the required sign-offs, approvals from 15 different government bodies in Sri Lanka, and my miners are down below actually harvesting away. And as you might have seen in the pictures in our presentation, and the picture behind me here, we'll try and bring up initially starting at about a ton or 2 tons a day, and slowly increase that amount over the first month. But I don't really see it becoming much more than that for the first month. I don't want to push anything and have something break down on me. So from a production perspective, we'll bring up pieces of graphite. These could be in a lot of different forms. Behind us on the right side, which is not there right now in the picture which you see, but is a shed. They'll go into the shed, they'll be sorted by size and then stored. We will then crush them and put it in sacks. The objective from there is over the first couple of months just to store and start a process of selling some natural graphite, and obviously at the same time sending samples of our graphite to various what I call upmarket manufacturers of graphite products. And by that I mean battery producers, energy storage, again, really a battery producer, or expanded graphite users. So that's what we're going to do from a production side. Other than that, what we're also going to do is hopefully on Monday, and I shouldn't say this, maybe we're going to commence our drilling at the H1 site. And we will have 2 drills working there, and should have some pretty good results thereafter, because as you know, we've drilled that site before and disclosed results, and there is a surface vein of huge proportions there. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to come up with some good results, further good results there within a short while. The overburden at H1 is about 60 feet. So, or thereabout. So, the initial 60 feet will most likely go in one day, and then we'll hit the rock, and it takes a little longer. Sri Lankan rock is particularly tough, but we'll get through it quickly and get the results up and start logging them.
So, Bharat, when you say you're going to bring up 1 ton a day, I think it's important to talk to people, but that like most people are used to grades, mining grades that are grams per ton or pounds per ton. You're bringing up basically 90% plus graphite, like it's the purest graphite in the world, basically.
Yes, I mean, it's a highest grade graphite underground. I wouldn't say purest graphite, because the purest graphite is once it's upgraded. But unlike a flake graphite, where you basically do open pit mining, and you you're very familiar with that. You have mining equipment going around in circles, picking up rocks, and then having separation, then flotation, then concentration. We don't do that. So what we basically do is when we find a vein, we get guys with drills or jackhammers to go in there and start harvesting the vein and filling up the a trolley behind us, and then they bring the materials up to the surface, and then we sort them. It's all graphite. We do not bring any rock. There is
Right.
no separation. Yes, I've been told by geologists, and I've seen myself, when you look at the sides of the vein, there is a certain amount of specks and stuff like that, and we can harvest that at a later date. But initially, sir, all we're going to do is bring out the pure graphite bricks or blocks, pieces of graphite, whatever we can, in good stead, mine out and bring it up to the surface.
Sure. And then, so you want to tell us a little bit about you've hired 2 graphene people. Tell us a little bit about what graphene is and who these people are and what they're going to be doing.
Yes, I think that's a real big step for us at Ceylon Graphite, because the one thing that was missing in our sort of plan was, what are we going to do in the future? We recently hired a Dr. Siva Sambhu Bohm and his wife, Dr. Malika Bohm. These are 2 of the foremost specialists in the world in graphite and graphene products and commercialization. They used to, they've won, I think they've documented over 30 patents between the 2 of them in this business. They used to work for the Tata Group in India in their research area, and then moved to a Australian company based out of Sweden called Talga Resources. And now they are back in the UK where they are residents. And Dr. Bohm, Siva Bohm, is a fellow of, I think 5 societies of the Royal Society. He's got a huge, incredible list of credentials. But the main purpose of bringing them on board is to help point us in the right direction as we look to commercialize the upgraded product. Now, and to be able to aid us in the process of marketing our graphite. They are well known to all the OEM producers for batteries, and they're very well known to the people who use the expanded graphite product. It's amazing that Dr. Baum was in Germany at the Dorfner lab, and he saw our product, and that's how he got in touch with me. He said, "This is such a fantastic product with lots of great crystallinity. Will make a very good raw material for graphene." Graphene, as you know, is a 1-molecule product that is produced from graphite. Graphite is the source base, and it is the strongest and hardest single molecule in the world. So it has thousands of uses, all the way from Kevlar vests for the military to improvements in batteries, like it'll super improve the silicon impact on an anode or in the life of a battery. It'll extend the life of your tires, paints, building materials. It has multiple uses. The only thing with graphene is, whilst it's been produced in a laboratory, it has never been commercially produced. And that's the big minus. So we are hoping that the doctor's Bohm will help push us in the right direction towards that.
Wow. Okay, so we only have a very short time left. So you've got production coming up soon. You've got your 2 world quality scientists who are going to get ready to market the product and get that tested. Is there any kind of, we literally only have 30 seconds left. What kind of timeline do you think is realistic for them to be able to find customers and get going on selling the product or bringing in revenue?
Well, very quickly, we have our own list of customers who we are talking to already. And I think we will see very quickly, I think within 3 months, we'll see Siva introducing us to the next level of customer that we should be talking to.
Awesome. Bharat, thank you so much for your time today. God bless you.
Thank you so much for having me.